What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to another episode of the Bathurst Challenge. I am so freaking excited to get another one of these cars up on that leaderboard. So this week's suggestion, without any further ado, comes from Mr. Josh Garner, aka the Piltdown Man. Thank you very much for your suggestion. I appreciate you. I love your face. Today's suggestion is a Ford Taurus SHO. I have no idea what that is because I don't live in America, but I'm assuming it's like a Ford Falcon. I think it's like a Ford Falcon. I may be wrong. Please don't quote me on that. For those that do know, I am a bit of a Ford man myself, and I do love a Ford Falcon. I probably should know what a Taurus is, being a Ford person, but I digress. Before we start doing any laps, I'll quickly specify if you are new to these sort of videos and you don't know what the Bathurst Challenge is, essentially you give us a car, we find a mod for it, it gets 10 hot laps around Bathurst, and the fastest lap goes onto a leaderboard for everyone to see. So if you have a car in mind that you want to see do the Bathurst Challenge, leave me a comment below. If there's a mod for it out there, we will do it. It's very straightforward. Let's jump to the game. So here we are in Assetto Corsa with the Ford Taurus SHO, and it looks like a Falcon. Not exactly, but kind of. I mean, the sunroof is definitely a nice touch. I would drive this car. It definitely doesn't look like a race car. It definitely doesn't look like it has a massive wing and a massive front splitter to help with parts of the mountain, but I think this could be good. It's definitely going to be a fun car to drive. I'm hoping that it doesn't understeer too much and I don't break it, put it into a wall, or just kill the driver. I don't want to do that. So hopefully we can get it around cleanly and get a little bit of pace behind it. So let's jump in, do an outlap, see what it's actually like to drive, and then we'll go from there. We can't ask too much of this car, okay? Alrighty, here we go. Let's see what this Ford Taurus is all about. Okay, it's got a little bit of boogie. It's got a little bit of something under the hood. Now let's just hope we can bloody stop the damn thing. We'll brake just after the 100. Get it down. We'll go nice and simple because I have a very bad case of completely ripping these cars to pieces before I can actually work out how they drive, and I'm not a very good driver, so that says a lot. Okay, let's see how we can go. First turn, way too early on the brakes, but it does take a lot longer to slow down than I thought it would. Really just ripping it out. This is going to be one of those cars that I'm going to put into a wall. I'm going to specify right now, I will absolutely put this car through a wall. I'm going to brake way too late, force it right into a barrier, and the poor driver is never going to want to get behind the wheel of a car ever again, and it's going to be all my fault. All of our faults. I'm collectively putting us all in the same situation. Okay. Well, I mean, it brakes a lot better than I thought it would, but it still understeers like anything. My lord. I think getting this down the S's and down the dipper is going to be one of the hardest things that I've done today. 100%. I mean, it still goes pretty okay. Oh god, the understeer is unreal. My god, I accidentally went down at first instead of second, but let's not talk about that, okay? We're not going to go there. Let's go through the BP area here, up into the skyline. I mean, it's not doing too bad. I genuinely thought I would have put it through a wall by now. I've been very close, but that's not the point. Oh god, the understeer. Oh, the understeer is so real. Let's get it to the inside line here. Really power out as much as we can. I have no idea how fast we're going, 100 mile an hour. I don't know how fast that is in kilometers. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Listen. I think we should maybe go a little bit slower through the S's and into the dipper, because is not race car, is street car. And I think that's a motto we should probably live by. I'm going to jump into these 10 hot laps, see how fast I can actually get this Taurus down and around Bathurst, and we'll come back with the fastest lap and see what this baby can do. Wish me luck. Alrighty, here we go, fastest lap in the Ford Taurus SHO, and I have to say right now, it definitely doesn't look like it should be on a racetrack, but it sounds like it absolutely should be on a racetrack. It sounds like a weapon. Very deceiving. Now we're going to start braking just after the 100 meter board, trying to get down to second gear, hold it to the inside line of the first corner and feed it out, using as much of the curb as we can. We want to keep as much momentum in this car as absolutely possible, because I know that as soon as I start to brake more than I should, it's going to take me forever to get this car back up to speed, and we are just going to lose precious seconds off this hot lap. Now going underneath the Audi sports sign, we're in fourth gear, 190 kilometers an hour. Can we hit 200 kilometers an hour? We're going to start braking at the 100 meter board, get down into third, hold it on the inside line here and try and feed it out to keep that momentum going. As I said before, heading up the mountain, can we get as much speed as we can before heading into the cutting. And I have to say, this car definitely does not look like it should be doing these sort of speeds on a racetrack, but I'm very, very impressed so far. Heading into the cutting, second gear now, trying to hold it into the inside so we can get as tight of a corner as we absolutely can. Third gear, 120 kilometers an hour, absolutely speeding this Ford Taurus. Not the fastest car we've had around the mountain, but it definitely likes to sit on the limit of those gears as much as it can. Heading into the skyline now, it was 60 kilometers an hour. We're doing 160, absolute outlaw. We're going to go on top of the mountain now, 150 kilometers, fourth gear. We're going to try and get it as stable as we can, ready for the S's, because I know as soon as I started to brake earlier, it would get very wobbly getting down the S's and we lose a lot of traction. Little bit sideways under the 7 news sign, but using a lot of that curb through the S's and down into the dipper as we can without losing any traction, which is great. Nice and close to that inside wall, powering out now, heading into Forest Elbow. This is where we're going to make up all the momentum from the rest of the track. Heading in there now, takes it very wide, very wide. Second gear, tries to get the power down as quick as we can. That was so wide through Forest Elbow. We definitely need to be close to the corner to get a more power out of that corner. But we're into fourth gear now, 180 kilometers an hour underneath the Amarok sign. Let's see how quick we can get this car heading into the chase. I don't think it's going to be breaking any land speed records, but we're in fifth gear, 225 kilometers an hour and still climbing. It is definitely a hell of a lot faster than I thought. You can see the Liquid Molly sign in the distance there. That is how close we are to the end. Heading into the chase, braking just before the 150 meter board. Getting into second gear was very difficult. Almost had a compression lock up trying to get this car back down there. The brakes definitely cannot slow it down from 230 kilometers an hour very quickly. Under Liquid Molly side now, 170 kilometers an hour in fourth gear, slowing down at 100, trying to get back into second, hold it to the inside curb for the last corner, get underneath the start finish line, almost going off the curb there. Underneath we hit at a 238.197. Absolute beam of a lap for the Ford Taurus SHO. Very impressed. So there we go, fastest car in the Ford Taurus SHO at a 2-minute 38.197, which is not a bad lap out of this car considering. I genuinely didn't think it was going to be that quick, but it was okay. It understeered a lot and it was quite difficult to keep on the track and not send into a barrier, but overall the time was pretty good. I'm happy with that. So with the Taurus's time of a 2:38, it actually sits at right here on the leaderboard, just above the smart car, just below the BMW M5. I think that's a very appropriate spot for this car to sit. I would be definitely asking questions if it was slower than the smart car, even though the smart car was insanely fast in a straight line. Anyway, it was an okay car to drive. It did its job. It got a 2:38. It's not at the very, very bottom of the leaderboard. It was faster than the smart car. What more could you ask out of the Ford Taurus? Honestly, let's be real, guys. Come on now. Jesus. Now, like I said at the start of the video, if you have a car that you want to see tackle the Bathurst Challenge, leave me a comment below. Let me know what car it is. If I can find a mod for it, I'll do it. It's very straightforward. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe. I post new videos every week, and you don't want to miss them. If you want to join us on any of our other social media, I will leave all the links to our social media in the description, as well as a Discord server link, because you join it. You should. And we're a great bunch of people. Just come say hi. If you want to come and see some racing live, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at twitch.tv/thegamedepartment. Come and say what's up. Let me know you found this video, and let me know how you think I did. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you had a good morning. I hope you have a good night,